Hello everybody, thank you again for joining for another Stay Level Avionics video. Talking a little bit more about pilot gear, things that I bring with me throughout my different flights and why I have them. If you'll see in some of my other videos, I like to just grab my bags and go, right? I like to have these bags already pre-configured for all my things for my flight stuff. Don't want to be constantly updating things as I'm just about to leave for a flight. Want to be really prepared before I leave for a flight. So, gonna get started, but also want to just bring the note here, these awesome hats that I got from my friend Chris Palmer over at Angle of Attack. Chris is huge into aviation. He literally breathes aviation. He's up in Homer, Alaska. He's a great guy. And you know, if you're an aviation enthusiast, definitely check out Chris's channel, Angle of Attack, on Instagram, YouTube. I mean, guy's just really friendly and awesome. I'm sure you'll be able to see him at Oshkosh. I think he was down at Sun and Fun. So anyways, that's Chris Palmer of Angle of Attack. He's got these awesome hats. You can actually get some yourself as well. So definitely take a look at that. Okay, so flight survival bags. Some people think this is completely overkill. Some people probably think it's underkill. I get it. Look, as I mentioned, I just want to grab my bags and go. This is something that I fly with in the event that I get stuck up in the middle of Wisconsin. I have an engine out, who knows what, but try to be prepared for some of these things. I'm not going to say that getting stuck on the side of Lake Winnebago up in Wisconsin, hint, hint, Oshkosh, wouldn't be the worst thing ever, but you know, always good to have just a survival bag with some basic things, right? First aid, shelter, fire, water, and you know, those just really basics to being able to get through a day or something, or a half a day if you need to, maybe a little bit longer. So gonna just walk through front to back what I have in the bag, and we'll get started up front. Got some Altoids. It's kind of a joke. No, I don't think keeping your breath fresh is going to be a priority, but we have them. Kershaw blade, so really nice. Just knife. You want to be able to have a knife in the event of cutting a seatbelt or anything, but you got a blade with you. And I keep this thing at arm's reach away as well. So I keep this in the seat behind me. So in the event, you know, this is stuck in the baggage all the way in the back of the plane, having that blade there is not going to help you. So just keep that in mind, okay? So also going back here, front pouch. So you're going to recognize food. These are freezer dried food. It basically lasts a really long time. It's got a really long shelf life. This actually says best by July of 2048. That's like 30 years from now. So yeah, anyways, food takes up a large portion of this. What I did is I actually got basically meal kits for 2 people. So it was myself and a passenger. You would be able to go 2 days for 2 people, breakfast, lunch, dinner. So that's what I got. Once again, it takes up a lot of space in the bag itself, but it is what it is. So looking at here as well, expanding into food, we got water. We have 2 liters of water, 1 liter on each side. So it's important to have water, obviously. And then we're going to actually get into how you could get more water, purifying water, or drinking water beyond just those 2 liters. So I'm going to talk about that next. So looking, and look at that, we have more food. Who would have thought? So, water. So looking here at the Lifestraw. So you may have seen the Lifestraw. Basically, I can put this into a stream or another water source. Drink, boom, filters it, everything. Voila. Another piece here is actually tablets, okay? And these are called portable agua. Y'all call it portable agua. And, or stilles Wasser. We can get a little Spanish and German in here. So the thing here, these are basically iodine tablets. You put it into a bucket of water, a bottle of water. You let it sit for like a half hour, quite a while. Follow the directions. But the problem is when you use these tablets, the water tastes incredibly bad. That's why this product here, Portable Agua, has a Portable Agua Plus. And these are some other tablets that you put in after it's purified. And basically that restores back the flavor of water so it doesn't taste disgusting if you have to use it or drink it or cook with it or whatever you need to do. And so, so that is Portable Agua and PA Plus. So there's a couple of water solutions. I'm gonna get a little bit into fire and how we can start to kind of create a little bit of fire. So have some wet fire pouches here. These are basically paraffin cubes. They start really quite easily, but they're able to start a little bit easier than you know, other cubes, but they also be using a little bit wet. So check those out. But then actually starting the fire itself, I got a few things for that, Run. So one, we have this right here, and this here is an arc lighter basically. So hopefully you can see there, but it's got an on-off switch. It's battery powered micro USB, so really easy way to start some fire. If that doesn't work, then good to have a backup and have some fire starter sticks. Okay, so these, you can bring them together and get some kindling going, and even those paraffin cubes, and get some fire started. So that is on the fire side of things. Have some silverware as well in case you need it to eat. These are kind of heavy though. These are actually stainless steel. Probably switch these out for some titanium or aluminum silverware if they exist. Something much lighter in weight. These are kind of heavy. But regardless, you want to have some kind of utensils. Also getting into, we'll get into first aid here in a second, but let's get into actual like tenting and shelter. So here is a 2-person survival tent. Obviously important to have to be able to set up. It also actually has some paracord in with the tent itself, the purchase, so you could hang it from tree to tree and get some shelter over you to stay dry. And in addition to the paracord, I have some additional paracord, and so you're going to want some more of that if you need to be tying any shelters or whatever you might need rope for, towing things, or who knows what. So you got some paracord there, and also have some emergency blankets. And so these are emergency blankets. They're made from Don't Die in the Woods. They send 50% of their profits, I think, to like charity or something, so that's kind of neat. But anyways, have some emergency blankets, bags that we could use to stay warm there as well. And continuing on here, we'll get into the first aid section now. And you're going to see here what we have from a first aid perspective. So I'm going to get this out of the way. So we have some clotting gauze, which is important to help stop any kinds of wounds. We have a tourniquet also, Israeli bandage as well. And then we get into a CPR mask. This is actually adult and infant CPR mask. So you have it for both sizes if you have maybe a younger one or something like that. These work a little bit better than the ones that are included in the actual kits. So this here is a just pretty robust, I'll call it, survival first aid kit, and it effectively unzips and then it expands. So a lot of different first aid to be able to be used here to administer whatever you might need there. I think there's also a little booklet and things. If you don't really know what to do, you can read up on that. Also have a mirror. So mirror is important to be able to reflect light back up to maybe somebody overhead who can't see you. Probably not using it for shaving, but you can use it to hopefully be able to be seen back up ahead as well. So that's just a little square glass mirror. And then last but not least, we do have a headlamp. You've seen my flight gear bag review. I talk a little bit about the headlamp, why the headlamp's important, and the different colors of the headlamp. So this one has red, for if you're actually flying, but then it's also got white if you're actually already on the ground. It's got some zoom focus capability as well, and it's nice because it can just sit on your hat or your head, and you're free with hands, right? You're not holding on to anything. So headlamp's also really good. That's what I have in my flight survival bag. It's nothing crazy. It's pretty basic. Like I said, I'm not probably the #1 survival tenting kind of type out there. I go to the backyard with my kids in the summer, and we have a little bit of fun, and that's about what we do. We live in Chicago, so it's harder to do something more rural, but that's it, right? So obviously open to your guys' thoughts. Maybe if you guys have some things that you guys travel with or fly with, obviously in general aviation. That's what this is for. This isn't for just commercial traveling. This is for general aviation. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any questions, comments below, and we'll see you. Stay level.